Hey everyone, what's new? I'm Larry, you're watching the Movie Cranks, where today I'll be reviewing for you the 2021 Netflix original western starring Zazie Beetz, Idris Elba, and Jonathan Majors, James Samuels, The Harder They Fall.
Admit it, I'm lighting with the blam blams.
But before I start this review, The Harder They Fall, have you seen it? Did you like it? Or maybe you didn't. Either way, comment below and join the conversation. But enough of that, let's go ahead and talk about this movie.
The Rundown.
This is the story of Nat Love, whose parents were shot down right in front of him as a child. When he's older and Nat discovers the man responsible for the death of his parents is now a free man, he seeks him out for retribution. So the obvious first, all the talk about this one has been around its black cast. The movie also acknowledges this by informing the audience right off the bat this is a fictitious story, but the names and the individuals involved are all real-life Wild West outlaws. These people really existed, in one way or another. With that, I can honestly say, I didn't care. I just wanted a good movie, and that's exactly what The Harder They Fall delivered.
The hits.
So I want to start this one off with my most liked aspect of this movie, and that's its visuals and clean, sharp style. All the buildings here look immaculate. Everything looked new and freshly painted. The guns, freshly minted right off the press, shiny and clean. The music as well, the western mixed in with the R&B, fit the tone of this movie, building a beautiful world for the cinematographer whose name I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to leave it over here. You can try getting that one. Never going to happen with me. But he is able here to take advantage of, and he creates just a gorgeous looking film. Even the bloody violence, which I can say was much more violent than I had anticipated going in, with Netflix in mind at least. Example, one moment in the film, Elba here is just beating the living daylights out of some guy with gold teeth, right with the butt end of his gun. Hey boy, get them teeth. Go take them to your mama and tell her you're rich now. It was obvious that James here was definitely getting a lot of inspiration from Quentin Tarantino. And I've seen this done in films before where they try to emulate Tarantino's style. But this was as close as I've ever seen. I mean, White Town. Yeah, it's white. It's very, very white. I was just waiting for them to shoot someone just to create that blood spatter, that contrast between red and white. It was truly a missed opportunity here. It is without a loaded cast. It's hard to really pick one individual here and be like, yeah, you know what, that's the one, that's my favorite character. The gang as a whole is another area where the film just completely excels. The entire cast, right down the line, shared great on-screen chemistry, and it showed that they were having a lot of fun making this movie. Even though Majors and Beetz were the centerpiece of the film here, everyone shined here on screen, including, of course, Idris Elba, who was exactly what you would think of if Idris Elba was a Western villain. He's a great villain. He was able to at times make you understand him, especially in those moments he had with Regina King. Another example here, they're having a conversation, and I don't know if these two had a prior relationship or not, but they just had that kind of chemistry, even though he still does not take shit from anyone. And he was able to balance these two factors back and forth throughout the movie. But that's it. I mean, it's great acting, beautiful visuals, and a unique, flashy style that make this movie what it is. So let's go ahead and move on to
The Misses.
This should be pretty short. I have one miss and one nitpick to discuss here. But first I'm going to start with that miss. Yes, we get a backstory for Nat and why he wants his revenge on Buck, but it never explains what he did to become a wanted outlaw or how he met his gang to begin with. It rushes all through this development of the gang, like there was 15 minutes or so that was just cut out, and still it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and yes, that is a bit overly long. My nitpick here though would have to be Zazie Beetz. I did think she did a great job. She gave a great performance, but she's a little out of place for the time. She's very clean, well-groomed, a very modern-looking woman. Have you ever seen photos from the Old West? It wasn't a pretty place.
Look around you. Everything out here that's not you wants to kill you. Outlaws, angry drunk people, scorned hookers, hungry animals, diseases, major and minor injuries, Indians, the weather. You can get killed just going to the bathroom. I take my life in my hands every time I walk out to my outhouse. There's fucking rattlesnakes all in the grass out there. And even if I make it, you know what can kill me? Cholera. You know cholera?
The black shit.
The black shit.
Speaking of that, where was the outhouse scene? You know, all good westerns have at least one good death on the shitter. Oh well, that's not really a miss. Still, I would have loved to seen it.
The final score.
The Harder They Fall is a beautifully stylized western. The cast is phenomenal, but it's overly long and still misses some of those necessary character development moments that could have just made it a little better and taken it to that next level. I'm going to go ahead and give The Harder They Fall a B+. I really liked it, guys, and I recommend you checking it out, especially in 4K, as it makes the colors and those nice clean visuals really pop. So what did you think? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Comment below, let me know your thoughts. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later.
That's all, guys. So get the hell out of here. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for more of The Movie Cranks.